So you all know that Charlie's Angels movie that came out a couple years ago, the one that made a lot of money and everyone thought was the bestest ever? Yeah, me neither. So that didn't actually happen because the Charlie's Angels movie that was released, uh, let's say failed hard. Um, they marketed it as a man-hating film and said that if men don't go see it, it's pushing the stereotype that men don't like women in action movies, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I grew up on terrible, terrible action movies, and a lot of them included women. I grew up on the Terminator, come on! But, you know, the director of that said movie, and I believe she was the writer as well, was Elizabeth Banks. And she's out there talking once again. Elizabeth Banks says that media gendered Charlie's Angels and that she had to ask for it to be promoted to men. Could we have done an ad during the baseball? Really? Okay, girl, I find that sexist. Why do all men have to watch baseball, huh? Huh? Gender hating. This is from Variety, as if you care. I'm just saying. Elizabeth Banks recently told Rolling Stone that the media was behind the gendered agenda of Charlie's Angels. No, I'm pretty sure you were. Did you not go out there talking about how this was the female achievement of a lifetime? Her 2019 action comedy starring Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska that flopped at the box office. The director told New York Times last year that she wished the film's marketing had not been presented just for girls. But now she told Rolling Stone that that's the only perspective the media was interested in perpetuating anyways. So you are now going after the media. I love this. Woo! So much of the story the media wanted to tell about Charlie's Angels was that it was some feminist manifesto. Banks said. People kept saying, "You're the first female director of Charlie's Angels." And I was like, they've only done a TV show and Mick G's movies. What are you talking about? There's not this long legacy. I just love the franchise, and there was not this gendered agenda from me. Yes, there was. There absolutely was. Do not play like that, woman. Do not play like that. The internet exists. Everything you've ever said, everything you've ever done is on the internet, especially when it comes to this movie. That was very much laid on top of the work, and it was a little bit of a bummer for me. It felt like it pigeonholed me and the audience for the movie. To lose control of the narrative like that was a real bummer. You are the director. You are the director. You have a say in how the movie is marketed. If you didn't like the way the studio was doing it, you could have gone on Twitter, which you did, but instead of saying, no, it is not this, it is not that, you leaned into it, you pushed it. So stop acting like a victim. Ugh. You realize how the media can frame something regardless of how you framed it. It happened to be a woman who directed Charlie's Angels movie that happened to star three incredible women. I mean, that last part is debatable. You can't control the media saying you're a lady director and that's special. Yes, you can. You could push back on that, but you didn't. Which it is, but it's not the only thing. You being a female director does not make you special. You being a female does not make you special. You being a male does not make you special. You being a male director does not make you special. What makes you special is the talent. I'm so sick of these. I ran into so many people who love to play the victim. You have a successful career in Hollywood. You are not a victim. You are more than your gender. You are what you bring to the table, and no, that is not your boobs or the land down under or anything of the sort. What you bring to the table is your talent. And instead of leaning on your talent and trusting in your talent, you went for the easy bait. That's on you. I can't stand these victims. Charlie's Angels only grossed 73 million worldwide, a flop. Flop for Sony. pictures in 2019. Banks told Variety early this year, I took full responsibility for Charlie's Angels. No, you did not. Again, girl, stop lying. Stop lying. You were out there blaming men. You were out there blaming men for not seeing your movie. Stop lying. Certainly no one else did. Girl! Girl! Oh! Oh. It was all laid on me and I happily accepted because what else am I supposed to do? I remember having a conversation with someone who was like, you guys are going to have a partnership with Drybar, which is like a hair blowing thing, Banks said. And I was like, all right. But could we have an ad during the baseball playoffs? It's not the only thing there. It's not only this one thing. It was interesting to see how the industry sees things that star women. It was a real lesson for me. A girl, again. Okay, here's my problem with all the women in Hollywood, and I will happily speak out about this. You're not strong. You're not owed anything. You're not owed anything. You are not a strong female woman. You are not incredible. You are not special. I am the only boy in a family full of women. I've seen strong women who have been hurt over and over and over again. They don't sit there and whine and cry and talk about the patriarchy or sexism in this or sexism in that or talk about the glass ceiling or anything of the sort. You know what they do? They get their butts up. They get their butts up off the ground. They pick themselves up and they continue on. Why? Because that is all any of us can do. It's not a guy thing. It is all any of us can do. I have no patience. I have no tolerance for any of you, especially you in Hollywood. You have everything you could ever want. And you still blame men for all your failures. You still play the victim. Maybe if you actually grew some talent, maybe if you had some self-confidence, maybe, just maybe, you could actually be as amazing as you claim to be. But keep on playing the victim. Because I'm just going to make videos of it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. See you guys next time.